Heard your footsteps coming up the ramp. Didn't sound like a trooper or one of the merchants. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are good. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are good. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find. Better than nothing, but close to it. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. All right? Kimball's Kimball. Not sure which end is his ass or his head. Caravan families are causing trouble. Big circle getting tense. The usual. Look, you want gossip, go to the bar downstairs and listen to a whole lot of nothing. Me? I gotta keep watch, then fill out the daily log. Not much to tell. One of the worst posts in the NCR if you're looking to be anything more than a babysitter. Full up here, but just enough so we can't send out patrols. Gotta maintain a standing force. Jackson's orders. NCR's orders. Can't spare men for patrols or escorts, so caravans are backing up here like a Brahmin with a bottle in its ass. Typical NCR bullshit. Mind yourself on the plank going down.
We won't go quiet. Back again, I see. Something you need?
That's a delivery service you can count on. Boy, the Mojave wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't
Help?
it?
Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news.
I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help
Ma'am?
being mad about the boy.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Looks like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell, and if I let a caravan through, they won't make it. Help? Now look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I could use the help. And you look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with.
Hey. No, you're not getting away from me.
There are rad scorpions that can get...
Come on! I've had worse.
Have I told you about the time that... Wait, do you hear that?
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment. No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us. Hello. Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it. Goodbye.
We won't go quiet. You just can count on that.
Howdy.
Did you see that? That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere. Not for long. I met her on the road a few days ago, and we've been traveling together since. We'd actually been flirting a little when she suddenly pulled a gun out and began yelling at me to hand my caps over. Now that I think of it, though, she laughed when I threw her my money. I think what she really wanted was my Lucky Charm necklace. Yeah, every once in a while you can find a cap with a blue star on it. They're pretty rare, so I started collecting them. Once I had enough, I made a necklace out of them, since I thought they were lucky. I will. That's the last time I pick up a straggler on the road, believe me.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze? Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah! What lottery? The lottery, that's what lottery! Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my God, smell that air! Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery! Bye.
What is it this time? The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like? Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery. That asshole Swanwick took first place. So him they let walk. It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were gonna ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves, a nice school. We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center of town. And that asshole with a dog on his head, he starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us, but some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket. What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place runners-up got enslaved. I got the fuck beat out of my legs. In the winter, they let go free. Him? When his ticket came up, they burned him alive on a pile of tires. Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged him off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic. Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live. But they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it? And you're a fucking dream come true, ain't you? How much you gonna give me? Good enough. Hand it over. Bye.
The crosses. Should we help those people?
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across. Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson. Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too. Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed. Ha! Innocent. Hardly. Cowardly, though. They outnumbered us, yet not once did they try to resist. They stood and watched as their fellows were butchered, crucified, and burned. One by one, they stood and hoped their turn would not come. Each cared only for himself. As are all crimes, if you feel strongly about it, attack us, and soon you won't feel a thing.
Bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun.
Damn it!
Glad that's over.
trouble. We haven't seen any kids. Do you think they took them?
You don't think there are any rad scorpions in here, do you?
Should we be searching for survivors? Maybe somebody managed to hide somewhere.
You know, guys, I've only ever heard about them.
Kill them all.
Okay, stealth mode on. Suluk used to say that we all have two wolves battling inside us, a good wolf and an evil wolf. The one that wins is the one we feed.
starving.
Hey, now, don't come any closer. Higgs? Huh. I thought that man was long gone. Only took him days to send someone over here. Alright. Go on in, then. Me? The name's Peters. I'm actually one of the miners here. Been working for Tempe for a good while now, ever since I came here from the hub. Drew the short straw idea, so now I'm on guard duty, what with a lot of our real protection leaving on account of the mine closing. But I'm not cut out for this. I hate having to check everyone's coming, and Thampton don't want the responsibility. The bastard. Alright, keep your nose clean while you're here.
I'm sure the NCR is gonna try to tax the very dirt we stand on.
Gonna strike it rich, huh?
And I'm telling you, when they do, I'm getting out of here.
Howdy.
Why, hello. Nice to see a new person around these parts. I'm Temper. I'm in charge of this mining operation. Not that, we've been mining a whole lot lately. Well, I was born and raised in Hollering. I came here to the Mojave looking for an opportunity to feed my family. The local mine has been excavated so much you'd have to use a sieve to find as much as a speck of iron. And there's a huge power plant right near where I'm from that's left the ground glowing in some places. Makes for a dangerous job even digging a ditch if you're not careful. So I started this here excavation from the ground up. I have a beautiful wife and two lovely children, Georgia and Liam. They make quite a fuss sometimes. They want to travel the world already, just like I did at their age. I was hoping I could return to them with a small fortune so that we might open a shop like they and my wife always dreamed of. Now I'm unsure if that will happen. Oh, it's a small place. You'd find it out west and south a ways. Nice enough place, I suppose, but there ain't much mining work to be had. So Amy, that's my wife, has been telling me of the most peculiar things in her letters as of late. For one thing, she's saying that the local gang has been increasing in numbers and are causing all kinds of trouble around town. And that some kind of church has been built close by recently. That's not the half of it, though. She's been telling me of death claw sightings near the old power plant. And old Tom's been swearing to honest God he heard one talk while skulking one evening. I don't know what to believe, but she's not one to be joking about these things. I'm telling you, the letters have got me mighty spooked. They've actually got me thinking of returning home earlier than expected. Maybe this was the sign I needed. Well, it's the mine, you see. A few days ago, we used our dynamite to open up a new passage. We found something. Turns out we'd blown our way straight into one of them vaults from before the war. I went down there with 4 other miners. Elisa, Clarence, Mathilda, and Gabriel. Everything seemed so empty. We thought everyone was gone. All of a sudden, we were attacked. It came out of nowhere. I immediately ran out, but when I turned around, I was the only one who made it out. The door was sealed and I found no way in. You need to use a terminal down there, but no one here has any such knowledge. So I ran out and locked the door leading down there. I don't want them to burst out and destroy what little town we have. You seem like you've survived the desert for some time. Please, would you go down there and find my men? Oh, thank you so much. Here, take this key. It unlocks the door that leads deeper into the mine. And if the worst has happened, just let me know so I can inform their families. I'm missing you already.
Okay, I'll try to find them.
What's up?
Ooh, do I get a prize if I answer right? Yep, it's your typical city layout. Rich people in a gated community surrounded by extreme poverty. House gave the area around the strip to the locals, but he has no interest in it, so he ignores it entirely. It just needs new management. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens to me. Bunch of sticklers. I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want, we defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us, and tens or hundreds of thousands of them, so it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day. A lifetime supply of fancy lad snack cakes, revenge against my enemies, and world peace. In that order. Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too. My favorite subject. I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway, but Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagined a grandfather to be. Yeah, I miss him. Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him. I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else. It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work. He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care. Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen, and the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have. They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others. I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated, but he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face. It was strange, even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean. Like what? Ever been nosy? I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love. She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to. No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while. Like what? Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from... something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time. Like what? If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes. Ooh, got any juicy gossip? See you around. Trouble. For the Brotherhood! I'm gonna hang back.